I'm picking Clemson to win the national championship, and I know that sounds insane because it means I'm picking against Alabama, but let me explain. I see on offense a real draw here. I see maybe an edge for Alabama on quarterback play, but I see a better running game from Clemson. I think the difference in this game is going to be on defense. And say what you will about Alabama, it's still Alabama. This defense is not up to the recent standard. Clemson, on the other hand, #1 nationally in yards allowed per play, haven't allowed anything on any play at any time in months. I see the difference being defense, all things being equal. On offense, for me, that edge goes to Clemson. I like Clemson 34, Alabama 30.
This game is going to come down to two factors for each team, and they're going to be the same for Clemson and Alabama. Whose offensive line can block and whose secondary can cover. When you look at Clemson, offensive line has not been their strong point this year. Those guys are just okay, and they're going to face a real challenge with Quinnen Williams, Isaiah Buggs, those guys up front for Alabama. If they can't protect Trevor Lawrence, it's going to be a really tough night for him to find those open receivers who are going to be there in the secondary. Now, meanwhile, you've got an Alabama offensive line that's going to be challenged by that Clemson defensive group that's among the best maybe ever in college football. With Christian Wilkins, Cleveland Ferrell, and all those guys. So if Tua Tagovailoa is under pressure, he might make some bad decisions. A couple turnovers could swing the game. And I think when you look at those matchups of strengths and weaknesses, I think Alabama is going to have a little easier time overcoming those issues. And I think Clemson's offensive line is going to really have to play the best game they did all year long to have a chance. I think Alabama wins this one something like 38-31.
I expect it to be a shootout. But it's going to come down to who has the better defense. And for a change, that's not Alabama. They're not quite what they've been. They're still very good, but they're not quite what they've been. We saw against Oklahoma in the Orange Bowl semifinal that they can be had. Meanwhile, Clemson has the best defensive front in college football. They're going to make one or two more stops. I've got Clemson winning 41-39.